IO Manager uses a rules engine to determine which scheduler to use for each of the volumes on your Linux EC2 instances. Here we'll create some rules to control the machine that we see here on the left. We're going to write some rules to control the scheduler used for an instance I have running in AWS. The current drive and scheduler are here in my terminal window on the right. On the left, I have IO Manager. From the Rules page, click the Edit button. We'll start by adding one rule with no conditions to use as a catch-all default. In this case, we will use the None scheduler on the assumption that we have fast disks attached and no special requirements. As we commit the changes, we will see the scheduler updates live. We'll now add some additional conditions. This disk on this instance is actually a magnetic disk, and so we would not want to use the None scheduler. For this instance, the BFQ scheduler is probably a better choice. And because this has a condition on it and this doesn't, we want to change the order. We'll commit rules and watch for the update again. Now our disk is using the BFQ scheduler. An additional condition we might want is if the disk is being used for a database, we might want to use a different scheduler again. In this case, let's use Kyber. We will identify a disk used for a database by the name of the machine that it is attached to. In this case, we say machine:name to specify the tag whose name is name. And here we will use a glob match to say if it looks like db dash and then anything, we want to use Kyber. In this case, we should put the rule first and then commit. This machine doesn't yet have a name, so it won't update. But if I come into my dashboard and give it a name, we'll see that it responds to this change as well. And the changes have been applied. Multiple users can edit rules at the same time. When a user is in edit mode, they actually have their own data structure stored in the database that keeps track of the changes that they have been making to the rules. Their changes don't affect the master rules until they click commit. Once somebody does commit their changes, other people's edits are updated to reflect the changes that have been committed. Any conflicts are reconciled automatically by the system.